Your goal was bullshit. Your goal was bullshit. Because your whole strategical plans and the way you carried on and all the shit that you have done, even in Africa prior to coming into Africa, and Africans doing it, Africans doing bullshit to each other, and so on and so on. You know what I'm saying? And then letting some Arab boy come into Africa, do the same fucking thing, and then your motherfuckers team up with them against your own people because, like you said, you probably use the Arabs to drive the Europeans out. You know what I'm saying? But the Africans never drove the Arabs out. You know what I'm saying? You had all kinds of slave trading and bullshit going on and letting them do this bullshit up in Africa, even going back a couple centuries in time. So when we're looking at what's going on today, you talking about some 34 counts. Let's go back and look at how the incident, what truly took place. You know what I'm saying? At what you call the rushing of the capital in order for it to come to something you call an insurrection. The investigation must be done thoroughly as to what really took place in the rushing of the capital because we know for well Black Lives Matter, dumb fucking shitty bum ass, stupid ass bunch of fucking niggas and fucking crackalistic clowns was not there. Majority of what we saw there were white people. So it would be real easy to disguise or lutivate the mind as to the people that were there. Only the fact of noticing that black dumb jackass and idiots, Black Lives Be 11 scummy cloud bullshitters weren't there. Because I guess their job was paid to just wreck up the cities and wreck up the towns and kill people and murder and rape and all kinds of bullfuckery. Garbage. Chaotic. Chaotic. You see, while they sit up in their black and white suits in the Boule temple, you know what I'm saying, looking like Boule, jigaboo ass. Yes, because if you're acting like one, you are one. Because you figure what they told you in your mind that they control the world. And they can have you whack, they can have you poisoned, they can have you shot, they can have you put in jail, they could go over to Uganda, disrupt a whole continent of the whole country of Uganda, rape the women, kill the men, rape the boys, and the little boys in the bum, because you know they like doing that shit in the boule, you know what I'm saying? Rape the little boys in the bum and in the boule, you know, and bullshit. And they rape the little boys, and did we mention that part? You know what I'm saying? And then boom, and then when you look, you know what I'm saying, they sit at home and literally watch this happen on television, like, oh shit, this guy was telling the truth. They control the world. They just caused a whole war between Ukraine and Russia. How the fuck they do that? Sitting over here in the little stupid temple, marching looking like Dick Buck dummies with that little sword and that little regalia around their neck and got the jigaboos over there, black and white. The cockback niggas, balls licking asses, sell out of their own people for hell. You know what I'm saying? And then up in your fees. Getting shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you talking about 34 counts of whatever falsifying documents, so on. So you tried that. Then you talked about in the other case down there. You talked about the the what do you call that? Them document shit, classified document shit. Then you jump over here to New York, and then you're talking about the AG and Alan fat sloppy Braggs and Letitia nutcase melon head looking ass. You know what I'm saying? Over here in New York. So you had all these cases trumped upon the fact that you can simply say that the election wasn't stolen because you had court case after court case after court case after court case after court case after. Did I mention court case? Wait, can we go back to court case? Wait, court case after court case after court, and none of them found any evidence of cheating in election. You know what I say to that is one simple phrase: "Fuck you." Sorry to say it that way. But you cheated the fucking election. I don't give a fuck what you say. Fuck all of y'all if you think if you gonna get angry with me because I said that. This ain't personal. This isn't about an election. This is about an election. This is about this is and then it has become even over what we've seen years and years and years of this tyrant garbage all across the planet. You know what I'm saying? The elections has come to a point where the people should be tired of that fucking bullshit. This ain't about no motherfucking Donald Trump only, and this ain't about no motherfucking Biden, nigga, and Kamala and all them other motherfuckers that you all are up there fucking supporting. And they have all to say, and all this, and shit goes wrong, but it still goes that way. No matter how the people complain, no matter what the people say, no matter what the people do, no matter what the people, can I go back to what the people say? And what the people don't like, what the people say, what the people say. Oh wait, let's go back to what the people do. And they the ones that have to vote for your motherfucking ass, and you go and do the bullshit you all do, and then you turn around and then you ride the motherfucking showcase. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of dumb, stupid court case, all kinds of dumb statements being made, all kinds of interviews being done, all kinds of bullshit coming from the scandalous jackass Jen Psaki and motherfucking whatever her name, Jean Claude and her dumb ass and all these propaganda motherfuckers, and you're swinging it to the left and you're swinging it to the motherfucking right. But in actuality, the only people losing tonight is the people. You have been ramboozled, bamboozled, slamboozled, and gasboozled. And biological sticking your ass boozled too. So while you laughing amongst yourself, you're backstabbing son of a bitches. Because you ain't never get your just due on planet Earth based on you saying that you ain't got the best job, you bust your back, you this, you that, you just sick out your mind completely altogether. Born that way, gonna die that way. And you know more than a follow fashion fucking idiot. Jackass. Because whatever your crowd say and your little group that you work with and all those people on your little job, you know what I'm saying? That go around and say, oh yeah, you know that man is using the internet to upload and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you talking about conspiracy shit. This black ass niggas. You see, you little sneaky shit. But I don't follow no crowd like you. I could give a fuck what the whole 100 million is saying. If I feel it's wrong, it's wrong. And I'm going to see that, and that's going to go with me all the days of my life, whether y'all fucking don't like it or not. Because what you have sat up there and been so confused and bamboozled and psychologically, and they put some kind of witchcraft on your ass, you have allowed this shit to go on, and many people have lost their lives behind this bullshit. Billions of souls, billions of blood have been spilled, bloody murder on this planet behind these wicked people who prove into their little jigaboo niggers. You know what I'm saying? Sitting up there in black and white suit looking like jigaboo niggers. You know, black sambo ass motherfuckers. Wearing the same regalia begging to be in their organization as well. So they created the jigaboos. I mean, the bully, the sambo ass niggas. And they up there looking like black ass fucking dummies. Swear up and down that it's such a great secret society, and they up there with the black and white suits, and they all like this is such a what like looking like they just and probably over there eating human meat, and probably over there fucking little boys in the ass as a ritual occult themselves putting their soul in the boy. You know what I'm saying? Shooting their sperm, which is their blood, in essence, into the boy ass. You doing fuckery. And then you got these jigaboo motherfuckers who've been working right with you for as long as that jigaboo bully organization was created. And even before that, Our own people have been sitting up there orchestrating our own fucking destruction of our community and everything else that you have seen, talking about some Jesus Christ, God, and bullshit. And that's a fact. Don't give me that bullshit. You are part of this shit. And then you go over to Africa, you see the same fucking thing. You in bed with the beast. And even if you're not and you're in control of, let's use, not saying this country, because remember it's a new country. Let's use South Africa. And you in control, and you the prime minister, the top dog, the black leadership, the black governor, the black president over there in South Africa, and you in bed with these motherfuckers. And you helping in more ways than one to keep your fucking people. Let's use Haiti. And what is taking place in Haiti? You got the same, you got all of them. Brazil, all of them. Even selling secrets to Australian people so they could study our infrastructure. And then give it to the Chinese. Mm, mm. You have been doing a whole lot of garbage. You see? You've been running a whole game. Now, what people would say is this. Well, why does Point Blank kill? Number one, because I love people. I love everything about people in all ways. The only parts I don't love is when it gets to be aggravating, people get to be psychological, people get to be doing all kinds of bullshit, yada, yada, yada. You know the story. We ain't got to go down that road. But when it comes to people in general, I don't know about everybody, even in my own family and amongst my own group in which I'm around right now. Just because I'm with them don't mean I think like them. And they just because they're with me don't mean they think like me. Everybody have a mind to think for themselves, don't they? So I don't go for that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So the reason that I would answer that question that way and say that I love people because you understand what I mean. I just love the fact of seeing people doing their thing, living, cars going by, the world going, everybody doing fine, which we know underneath the fucking table, and with these garbage ass motherfuckers over the last 100 years or whatever they've been doing in our government and doing in our world, period. Has been doing bullshit. We don't give them. You know what I'm saying? We want to see tranquility, peace, justice, liberty, all that shit for everybody across the planet. We still digging up secrets of kids being found with their body jammed with cocaine and buried in a mass grave of mass kids. All type of crazy crack-a-knuckle rituals and shit. Over there in South America and stuff. You could probably go other places and find some of the most chronological crack nut shit in this world outside the shit that you can't explain and interplanetary beings or beings that were always here. Whichever life form in which they took, it's their life. Isn't it? So when you start talking about why the Point Blank here, you should know why. I'm a humanitarian by all means. I'm a person of human understanding, human physical being that carry across the galaxy the same approach. Now, we don't know if all across the galaxy is the same. But this is my existence within I and I self. You see. So when I care, it's about your life. It's about you. It's about everything to do with you. Just because I stare at a woman don't mean I want to fuck her. That's the only thing I see. I'm sure you don't. You see her face, her beauty, everything put together. and want to feel and touch and rub and go inside of her. As if like sugar, you're addicted to sugar. Same thing a woman probably sees with men. And she would want him to be accepted to go inside of her. There is a connection in all ways. This goes all across the vast world that we live in. To all beings and all dons and beings and creatures and dons of nations. This is what it is. So to see that you would say, why do I care? Have you truly looked at the world in which you live in? Oh, well, point blank, we could just wipe that little ass, talking ass nigger out off of YouTube and just blackball his ass over there, and you know, how you keep talking shit, we might just come down there and whack the little fucking nigger. But that's not going to change my divinity, my essence that once graced the planet, that came through the lineage of my God, my mother, Magas, Maga, you know what I'm saying? And her mother before her, and my father before him, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Because remember, many have swirled and did the twirl in many ways, but it still does not change the human aspect of it all. The only difference in itself is the wicked mind frame that has been injected through one wanting to control the world. This is why you see the formation of the United States have many secrets and many secret chambers and many secret this and many secret places they bury this and many secret places they did this and many secret. Because what they were doing is they did the ritual and were carrying out the orders of the ritual in order to keep the flow going from generation to generation, from baton passing the baton in a relay race. You run up quick and you run fast and you pass the baton and then he takes off and then the baton, to keep it in line, that they keep this thing in control. But in the time of that, they still have to do their devil worship and devil working works, which would be to get the minds of the people itself, because the theory still remains. You know what I'm saying? Even if we was to have robots, you know what I'm saying? And robots, they say, could last forever. I wonder if that's really true if they're running only by themselves and no charge or charge or whatever. How long does all of it really go? Now, at the same time, well, maybe it might be solar power, but at the same time, it's the same thing with humans. You have to go that distance, you know what I'm saying, of human life. You know what I'm saying? So these people want to control the human distance of the life all the way through. So they've been passing the baton. They've been doing all these rituals. They've been even psychologically confusing the world, psychologically doing shit, and then doing it in secret places that you can't see here in the United States. They might be over in Africa. Next thing you know, you see a report. Next thing you see a smoke in the air, bombs going off, and people over there being murdered and definitely raped. God's chosen people out there. You see, settlers, God's chosen people, the 144,000, and they're over there, taking the people land, eating the people food, get off the table, pow, knock open the door, move your ass over. Let me get them. Oh, damn, you got some ribs up in here, you know what I'm saying? Take it in the back room, put a cock in them, and all kinds of bullshit. And then when you look at even the blacks, it's the same thing that they've been doing sometimes in Africa that doesn't make any fucking sense. All type of unhumane type shit that was projected into the minds of the people must come out. What goes in doesn't stay in. When you breathe in air, don't you breathe it back out? When you look out, Don't what you look at and see come in, because once you see it now, it's projected into the mentality. When you use your ears, the same thing. If there's nothing going in your ears, then you won't hear anything. If it's blocked up, so what goes in comes out, because when you hear it, then you respond. So in all ways, there is a flotation of life in all beings, all creatures, and so on, that we must now start to examine and start to bring forth a light that will run these beasts into the sea. Facts.